Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays all it is let me see through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be equal. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Pushing to get past his limits, then he see he bought it. Family worked hard, but I never guess I'm found it. Came a long way in my dream, now I be drowning. They dying, I got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion, I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted. I'm here from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all it makes to be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around.
Welcome each and every one to your boy JFC Golf. I'm back again with another video for you guys, with a special one. We all know who it is, blue board analyst, one of my greatest friend, my brother, my family, this man, it meant the world, man, to this community, and I'm always it's a joy and pleasure, to have him here on the stream with me. Doesn't matter what time it's in UK, he's always here. So I just want to say thank you, bro, for always being here for the support. Yes, we're gonna talk a
Thank you,
little bit.
Government. I mean, it truly means a lot. Truly means a lot. And of course, the feeling is the same, the respect is the same, and it's an honor to be very honest that you give me the opportunity to come and share the stream with the legendary Government, right? And we have the same passion, same values, as far as community goes, football goes, and always try to be, do our best, right? And yes, so sir, thank you so much for having me on this magnificent stream.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always a pleasure. We got a few topics that we want to touch about today. Today we mix it up a little bit. It's not only about Chelsea. It's about the Jamaican national team, the Reggae Boyz of Jamaica. So let us see where we're gonna go with this, because we got some news that will link with Chelsea. Also, not only just link with Chelsea, but some news of the Reggae Boyz of Jamaica. So some very interesting name have been linked with the post, for the Reggae Boyz, and some very interested name that link with the Reggae Boyz that they are looking at to come and represent Jamaica, English born bass player. So, it's gonna be one to talk about. Let us go down into it. Let me ask Jersey about our blue board analyst, his favorite manager out of the two. We got the Onigala Solskjaer. Let's start with Onigala Solskjaer. I want you to give me your views on Onigala Solskjaer, and what you think that he can bring to the Jamaican national team if, he get appointed.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, many people have different views and opinions on him. And of course, this is football. People analyze, right, have different perspective. Honestly speaking, if Jamaica has still not, got his signature already, they should, the Jamaican management, the football management, they should immediately fly to his place, have a 5-star dinner or lunch, whatever the time is there with Sir Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Talk to him. He's a legend. He's one of the legends of our game, right? Look, we know the rivalries. Of course, he is a Manchester United all in all, through and through, right? But Government, this is where we come in. We talk on football, not give our opinion based on that player or manager represents Manchester United or Liverpool or let's say Tottenham Hotspur. Because where I disagree with a lot of analysts is that when they see a manager or a player wearing a shirt of Spurs or Arsenal or United, their opinion or their professional views would be so different, right? So I would not do that. Of course, when Ole plays or played against us, or as a manager, when we faced him, there is that rivalry, right? But when we talk about it, he is one of the legends of the game. First of all, as a player, amazing player, right? Big up Bobby, big up Bobby, thank you for tuning in.
Legendary himself, Sir Bobby. Sir Bobby. It's an honor, sir. It's an honor.
So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a legend, a legendary player. First of all, his achievements at Manchester United, they are amazing. Of course, people remember him for the goal that he scored in Munich, the historic goal that gave United their only second UCL at that time in 1999. Big up, Bobby, big up. We are all fighting woke. We have different opinions, but we are same on the fight against woke, Bobby. Big up, my man. Big up. So, yes. So, Galvin, just to give the perspective to the audience who are listening now or will listen later, I mean, he's remembered. Everyone who is not really a big football fan know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, of course, goal in '99 against the mighty Bayern Munich when Manchester United won the treble. Apart from that, right, he was not a regular. Galvin, he was not a regular in his career with Manchester United. But his performance, if you see, or his stats were still amazing. Of course, that generation of Manchester United, it was impossible. Even if you are a great player, right, Galvin, you can understand in that era, mid '90s, late '90s to even 2000, late 2000, there was a huge competition, especially for the forward line. So Ole Gunnar was more of a bench player for Manchester United. Most of the games he would come off, but he was known as a super sub, Govan, a super sub who would most of the times would score goals at the time that they needed him. And yeah, and still it's ironic that they didn't give him the opportunity that much to start. Okay. And then Sir Alex Ferguson had a huge say in him becoming a coach. If we go and look back at history, right? He talked uh, to him. Even in the earlier days, there have been a lot of statements by Sir Alex that who identified Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a person with footballing acumen, footballing brain. Right, this is the history, and he said that if any play, when asked, of course I don't remember the exact event or the date or the forum, he said that if any player from Manchester United, like if who you see, who do you see can become a coach, he said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And also at the time when Ole Solskjaer retired, I think it was 2009, I think so. He gave his speech at Old Trafford, and of course, he said, "I will go to the management. Thanks to Sir Alex, I will take the route into management." And then he went to Norway. He started with Norway. So I'm giving a perspective, a holistic overview, so people can understand who is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Not an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that people just know from the surface, but as a professional, we are talking about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So of course, I'm still brief, covering his journey. So his management career started at 2008 with Manchester United reserves, 2008 to 11 with Man United reserve, 3 years over there, training with the best under the best management. Of course, Sir Alex was still there. 2011, Manchester United was still amazing. So 2011, he went to Norway, his home place, worked with Malt, won the championship, did great over there for 3 years. Then, of course, he had one season with Cardiff, if you remember, Govan, in 2014. That was underwhelming, right? With his initial journey, right? With every manager, a manager who achieves or struggles later on, but everyone has a turbulent time. So, Govan, I'm sure you remember what reference I'm giving. With Cardiff, he got relegated, right? With Cardiff in 2014, it didn't go well. It was his first experience managing in England. But he learned, of course, he learned a lot. He was still working with the academy. He was still working with the Manchester United in different profiles. They would have him in different tasks. And of course, he was with Mourinho for a while as well, right? So people, when they talk, so they should know all these things. Of course, that does not mean that he is a great or that makes him a great, right? But I'm just covering his history. He went back to Malt again to Norway, right? Spent 3 years, which was, you can say it was good, but not a very good, right? He, of course, the league is not that competitive, so he could do what he could do over there, but he learned. So when he was given the call, now I'm coming to the business end, Govan. 2018, when Mourinho got sacked, right? After the Liverpool game, 3-1 it was, I think. People were already very disappointed at Manchester United. Of course, people were divided, right? You remember, Garmin, late 2018, a loss to Liverpool 3-1. Mourinho got sacked, right? And so people were surprised that Ole came as an interim manager. This is where it all starts, Garmin. This is where you should get excited about Jamaica and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Ole came as an interim manager. Of course, I was not a content creator or talking on any space. I was heavily criticizing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with my friends. I said, Manchester United, one of the biggest club ever. Why did they give him the? So I've been super consistent. I'm just saying, if I've been talking about Enzo, I was so critical on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Prove me wrong, I would say. He's great. He did great in Manchester United. So I was like, Manchester United gave Ole Gunnar even an interim job. Why? What has he done? And sometimes this is, people need to analyze to know. So the history I gave, he worked with United Reserve. He worked in Norway. Okay, it's not a huge CV, but he was in management for 10 years. What I'm trying to say, working with the top managers of 6-7 years in Norway, 3-4 years with Manchester United. But he had all the, you can say, training in the world and exposure to come as an interim manager at the time. And then what he did over there was amazing, Government. Of course, we don't remember. Of course, everyone can have their own opinion. If I look back, I would say he did a terrific job in Manchester United. First of all, when he came as an interim manager, I think they went to 9-10 games in a row. They won all the games, right? And they defeated, of course, PSG, which was in the Champions League. That, of course, was a tricky one. You can say they were lucky. But he did very, very well. And what happened then Manchester United were forced to give him a permanent role. Manchester United had only appointed him till the summer of 2019 with the plan to give Mauricio Pochettino this permanent job in 2019. Because Ole did so well, Pochettino did not get the opportunity at Manchester United. Then Gowan, he finished second with Manchester United. People talk about what he did. They only remember the last 5 weeks, which was very bad, I would say, when he got sacked, right? He was super consistent. If we talk about stats over the 3 years he was at Manchester United, to the day, Garvin, he is the most successful manager. Not talking about trophies, of course, as far as win ratio goes. He is the most. I always have tried to give the data, the things based on facts, right? So when you see the 3 years, his win ratio is very, very good. Garvin, in 2020, 2021, he went with Manchester United for 23 games unbeaten away, which today is a away record for Manchester United, right? And yes, he played a bit conservative, but it was not park the bus, not at all. He had his philosophy. He used the pace of Rashford, right? Martial, yes, he usually would have his defense compact, but he had a very set methodology. He defeated Pep Guardiola 4 times in a row as well. So I'm just, as a football analyst, I'm giving you my perspective. He won me over the period. I was his biggest. You don't know, Gavin, I was not in the community. Biggest critique. And hopefully I'll appreciate Enzo Maresca like that. You see, I would do that. If things go well, I would call things as they are. So at the end of the day, Gavin, yes, he lost the Europa League final to what? Inter Milan, I believe, right? he did not win a cup, but of course, United were always second fiddles to the likes of City at that time, and Liverpool, who were already well rehearsed, as Bobby would say, and firing on all cylinders under Klopp. So, Garvin, at the end, now we are talking about 2022 when it all went bad for our beloved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And sorry, 2021, sorry, late 2021, right? When Ronaldo came back to Manchester United, and of course Ole, played him right, but it did not help really. It did not help. I'm not saying that that was the reason. No, not at all. I'm not saying that. No, but I'm saying that there were a lot of changes in that summer. They could have made the squad better, but Ronaldo is one example. But rather than making the squad better at the time, they did not work and fill the void. And in the overlap show, if I'm correct, that show when Ole appeared a few months ago, he changed his strategy. He thought because with 2.5 years, the team is doing really well, knocking on the door, finishing second, third, being very consistent, going in amazing away runs and all that. He changed his philosophy to be more, you can say, progressive and attacking. He changed it too soon in his liking. So what happened, Garvin, just to wind it up now, I've already talked in detail, but it's important. We are talking about Jamaica. So I had to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all the highlight to give my opinion and cover his history. So Garvin, what hurt him is, I would say, just 5 weeks, to be very honest. He lost 5-0 to Liverpool, right? That was, of course, a lot of people were not happy at the time. What happened was, if you see the game, he was going neck to neck, ball to ball, with Liverpool, taking on them on in the possession and all that. He changed his strategy. He kept on doing the same for the 90 minutes. It did not help. Liverpool, super well rehearsed, a powerhouse at the time. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a mistake with his tactics. He did the same against City when they lost 2-0. The other week or the week later, and then to Watford, I think, if I'm forgetting his last game when he lost 4-1, of course, again, So they were 3 to 4 weeks, 5 weeks when he lost 3-4 games. Players, to be very honest, down to, they were not. This is a history of Manchester United, recent history, to be very honest. So it's not that he did wrong. If you see his overall tenure, it was magnificent. He was knocking on the door. He was the one who was fighting with Guardiola and Klopp and pushed Manchester United above his weight, in my opinion. And I'm surprised that after that, no other club called him, because of course, with the exposure of 3 years that he got with Manchester United, working with the best in the most difficult circumstances, I think he's ready. He's very clever, very intelligent person. If you see, he conducts himself very professionally, one of the nicest person in the industry. And I think whenever you listen to him, I would be inspired, right? I would say, well, this guy knows his thing, right? So if he comes, I was expecting him to get a good job in England or in Europe, but if he comes to Jamaica, government, I'm sure after this analysis, right, this uh, all this, you can say, going back in history, and you can see the enthusiasm in me, right? So I think it will be a huge appointment for Jamaica. So I think that will be amazing. That will be incredible, Calvin.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm still a little bit concerned. Not just only because of Onegola Solskjaer, but the next name. And these Jamaican owner board on the board, they're just similar like Chelsea, and that's where my biggest concern is. If they're gonna pick the right person, for the job, and that's what's scary the most, because these Jamaican, the FA in Jamaica, they tend to go the other direction, even if they know that the person is well qualified and can take the team forward. I guess they like to see when the team don't fall. So that's my biggest concern with the Jamaican Federation. That's if they're going to pick the right person. Because today there was another name that linked with the job. Onigola Social linked with the job last week. And today, in the Sun paper in England, the name of Steve Bruce, popped up as one of the candidates for the vacancy in the Jamaican national team. managerial job, and that's where my biggest concern is. Because if you were looking at Onigola Solskjaer, now you're at Steve Bruce, that telling me one thing, that telling me that you guys still haven't find the right person, and you guys still shopping around because the name Steve Bruce popped up, and I won't be surprised if they go for Steve Bruce, and that's where my biggest concern is. I don't know Steve Bruce as a manager to take Jamaican national team forward. In my behalf, for this is just from me. The way I see Steve Bruce play over the years in the Premier League, there's no way the Jamaican team gonna be able to adapt, to this. And my one of my biggest reason why they're trying to get this player supposed to be representing Jamaica sooner than later. Mason Greenwood, the former Manchester United wonder kid. Mason Greenwood, guys, is on his way to the Reggae Boys of Jamaica. He's already started look about his paperwork to represent Jamaica because his dad and I think his mom were somewhere down that line was Jamaican. So he eligible to play for Jamaica. And this is one of my biggest concern. The talent that we got, like likes of Leon Bailey, and Damali Gray, with the likes of Mikel Antonio. Jamaica got some good talented player, but they just need a manager or a coach that can fit their strength together because the team is very talented. It's just that we just never pick the right manager or the right coach to coach these players on international duty. And that's my biggest concern. So what do you think about Steve Bruce and Mason Greenwood?
Yeah, Greenwood is of course a good news. Of course, if he is coming and a great talent, and of course, I'm sure that he went through a process, and hopefully, you understand that he would, in the future, would be better. Would be better with his with the way he conduct himself. So, Steve Bruce, of course, a lot of respect. I give respect to all the legends. I have so much respect for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So, legend of the game, legend of English football, one of the best players in 80s, 90s for England. So, as far as managerial career goes, right? I mean, it's good, but it's not great, right? It's like one of those manager who was there, like he was there with, as far as my memory goes, 6 years with Birmingham City, did well over there. Birmingham City were very relevant under him. Wigan Athletic, what I remember, Sunderland,
All
which else?
City.
Hull City, uh, Aston Villa, Newcastle, right? So he has been everywhere, and he did a good job, I would say, because he has been to 6, 7, 8 clubs, but he could not just take it to the next level, right, Gavin? To the next level. He did well at many clubs, as I said, Birmingham City, also Hull City. Yes, Hull City were good in his time with the limited resources. I remember very well. He was not really good at Aston Villa. So I don't know. I mean, we all know like Steve Bruce, so we know his style. But of course, as a player, right? He was one of the best players in his time, and it was interesting that he never played right for England. That you just imagine, right? He never played for England, being so good with the club, being so highly rated. So Steve Bruce, much respect, sir, much respect. But if you have to ask me, then of course I'll go with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a manager who is right there in his prime, as I have already described. With more great ideas, especially working with Manchester United for 3 years, and in my opinion, did a very good job despite his shortcomings.
Yeah, and one more player that been linked with the Jamaican national team, it's Simit Rowe from Arsenal. Now he's at Fulham now. So I guess he'd make a transfer today to Fulham. Good talented player. Love the player, to be quite honest. Every time he turned up against Chelsea, he always put on a master class. I don't know why, but he always turned up against Chelsea. So for me, very talented player. He's been linked with the Jamaican national team too because we got the Jamaican roots. One of his parents or grandparents, I think, was from Jamaica. So he's trying to, they're trying to recruit him. Must say right here.
Yeah, so big up to Moss, big up to Rich Money Makers. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. The Canadian team, they did amazing. Unfortunate that the Jamaica under 20, which we're gonna talk about for a little bit. There was some sabotage in the under 20 qualification because of the I didn't want to touch on that topic yet, but I can touch on it a little bit. Where a majority of the best player didn't go to that tournament. So congratulations to Canada because I think that if the best player from the Jamaican under 20 did represent Jamaica, I know that Jamaica would qualify over Canada. No disrespect to Canada, but I think that if you whisper, which we're going to touch on a little bit later on, he didn't represent Jamaica, and from the academy that he's from, where all the best players from Jamaica is, they withdraw all the talented player out of the squad because of the FA. They have some differences with the FA, so a majority of the player that lead to that qualification didn't end up represent Jamaica. It was just some most random players, that they pick and go to that tournament. Unfortunate that they instead of they try to build a nation, they sacrificed the nation. So they didn't end up do well in that qualification. But I've been rooting for Canada and the United States, of course, because they're from the region. So I will definitely be rooting for them. To go all the way. In that under 20 World Cup. Hopefully that they can one or the other can take it.
Yeah, Canada's been doing very well, right?
Yes, they've
The
been
last
doing
few
very
years,
well.
they've been doing amazing. And of course, the women, Gavin, we plan to cover Chelsea football. I mean, Chelsea women, right, in the next season. So, what's the plan? Do you have
Um,
any plan?
yeah, I got a lot of plan. To be honest, I'm gonna cover a lot of games as I try to tell you. Not only just the Premier League, probably like the scores of the rest of the games. Probably a 5 or 10 minutes in every stream.
Yeah.
Try to cover or 15 minutes. Try to cover different topic. Not only just Chelsea. I'm gonna try my best to cover as much as I can the Scottish Premier League. The even the Brazilian league because the league is kicking up over there right now. Where it's getting really really excited. And I saw the woman team have been making a lot of transfers. So it's really really nice, to see what's going on. The next player that linked with the Jamaican national team, it's what is his name from Arsenal. I forgot his name right. I forgot his name now because I'm reading the comment.
Moss can help. Moss is here. He should help, right? With
Yeah,
anything related to Arsenal, it's on his fingertips.
he play on the wing. Nelson. What's his name? Nelson. Uh, I know his name is Nelson, but I can't remember exactly his full name right now. The chat is going all the way up. I can't keep up with all those comments. Big up Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie is in the building. Moss is in the building. Sir Bobby, Rich Money Maker, the Notorious Stash, Lincoln FC. Everyone is in the chat. I really
I think the,
appreciate you
the
guys.
chat is it's the same chat that is showing. It's not moving.
Oh yeah, must bring up his name. Is going to West Ham or Leicester City. I heard. Yeah, he's supposed to be representing Jamaica. He's already get his passport and everything. So the Jamaican national team is coming for Canada. and they're coming from the United States and also Mexico. With these three signing, I think that if the Jamaican national team can get these three signing across the line, it's gonna be very, very good competition in the CONCACAF region. So look out for Jamaica. They're coming. They're coming to take on Canada and also Mexico.
So, Galvin, what's the big up to Fritz Roy Grizzle? Thank you for tuning in, and please give it a like and subscribe to GFC Galvin. Yeah. So, Galvin, I was asking, like, the World Cup is just around the corner. How things move so fast in life. We had a World Cup. It's already gone. It seems like ages. We had the Euros, and now and the next World Cup is inside the next 2 years, right? In the USA and Canada. So, what's the expectation? What's the situation right now? This is the most important thing that the fans would like to know. The World Cup qualification, the situation with Jamaica.
Oh, I disagree. Oh, let me read this comment. I disagree with you. These young, I'm not saying that they're not talented, but a lot of the talent that coming out of Jamaica, especially the Phoenix Academy. If you notice the Phoenix Academy, that when they go, right now they're in Europe, and when they go to Europe, to be quite honest, they normally beat the likes of Aston Villa, reserve team. They're playing against the Newcastle reserve team. They travel all over Europe, and they tend to win all the games. Follow the Phoenix Academy from Jamaica. If you follow the Phoenix Academy, you will definitely see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of talented player that really come from that academy. The likes of Leon Bailey, Whisper. There's a lot of talent that come out of that academy. And honestly, if we definitely get some players from that academy that went to that under 20 tournament, it would be something different. They're well drilled, they're well coached. They train right around the clock. That academy never sleep. They train week in, week out. They don't take breaks. Right now they're in Europe. Right now they're supposed to play a game against Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle, and I think one game against Tottenham. So they definitely have some talented player there. But because of the super agent, Mr. Craig Butler, and the Jamaican Federation have some difference, even with the Leon Bailey situation. So what they did is they pulled all their players out of that under 20 tournament, because of conflict. So a lot of conflict there been going on there, between the federation and Mr. Butler. So if those young players did represent, Jamaica in the first round, when they represent Jamaica, Jamaica was playing some excellent, style of football. So I'm not saying the Canada team wasn't talented or the United States team is not talented. They are talented. But those beaten that the Jamaican national team gets, I don't think it would be such a bad result. I think it would be more closer. I think that they will put up a better fight. That's just the truth, my truth. Your truth is there too. So I understand what you're saying. So none of us know if the best player was there, what would have happened. What you were saying, no, Jersey. I'm sorry.
No, no, sir. Of course, the chat is very important. Most important, I would say. It's, every show, any community, the fans are the most important. No, I was just asking. I was just asking you, sir. Like all the fans, including myself, are very curious, right, about Jamaica, the prospect of qualifying for the World Cup, next World Cup. What's the road? Do you have any information? Which games you have to play? What's your group, and what is your expectation?
I think this is the best route for the Jamaican national team to ever qualify for another World Cup, in my personal opinion, because of the likes of Canada, don't have to play qualification. Mexico don't have to play qualification, or the United States, because all three countries host the next World Cup. So the 2026 World Cup would be a host of three, and is the three top country in the region. So you take out the three top teams out of the region, that only left the Jamaica and Costa Rica and Panama are the next three big teams in this side of the world. So therefore, I definitely think that Jamaica should qualify. You know, this shouldn't be a walk in the park, but it shouldn't be that hard either. You know, I think it should be in the middle. That's why I was concerned more about the coaching aspect of the Jamaican national team. You know, I think that's where the biggest problem lies over the year, because it doesn't matter how many talent this Jamaican national team got. You know, they always tend to fail because of the federation. You know, it's a thing that every single person know. You know, across the world about the Jamaican federation. You know, the corruption, you know, the conflict of interest, you know, the person who got a team in the Premier League is a part of the board, the decision making. They're always trying to pick their players because they want their players supposed to be getting overseas contract. So they will push their players instead of the better players. So a lot of this been going on in the Jamaican national team for years. You know, the best players never really see the front line. You know, it's always the player from those people who's representing the board, always trying to push their players, because you know it's hard to get like the work permit. So each player have to play certain amount of games for the Jamaican national team if they really want to get a work permit. So what they tend to do is they try to push their players. So the best players never really get selected for the Jamaican national team. You know, even back in the days when we got the likes of Ricardo Fuller, you know, who all of us who watched the Premier League for years know the name of Ricardo Fuller. Used to play for Stoke City, you know, and a lot of teams in the Premier League. Was one of the best striker you could ever see in the Premier League. You know, that he was lethal. And with all those good players, we still never reached, you know, the World Cup since 1998. So that to show you that we definitely got talent there. But the problem is, do these federation, you know, personnel, can they get the right manager? As we're talking about Oligola Solskjaer, you know, can they get the right people to put in place to lead this team, you know, to the promised land? Like the type of players that we got, we need a manager who can use these players to the best of their ability and their potential. Because Jamaica do got power and speed. We need a coach that can coach player with power and speed. You know, just like we were using the guy that went to Ireland now, you know, Al Grimson, the former Icelandic coach he went right now to coach the I think the Ireland national team. You know, that was a big mistake. You know, for me, I never liked that appointment because he's a defensive manager or defensive coach, and the Jamaica team need someone that can help them with the position base, with probably a counter attack, which you were saying about Onigola Solskjaer. That would be a good appointment for the Jamaican national team because of the way all the Jamaican player are. You know, the type of player we got, the Leon Bailey, they got speed. You know, they can run behind. Mikel Antonio is a very, very good player that can hold the ball up, lay it off, and run behind. You know, Damali Gray is a very direct player. You know, if we get the likes of Mason Greenwood, which there are reports that he's already started to look about his paperwork. You know, so that to show you that the talent is there. You know, the Pinnock from Bradford is a good central defender. You know, we got this young defender, that the former Manchester United defender. You know, I can't remember his name right now. Very good. We got one of the best goalkeeper in this region. Even Musk, you know, say it on one of his show, like Andre Blake is one of the best goalkeeper. I'm not sure how we never keep for a big team. Honestly, right now, even Chelsea, I would take him to keep for because he's better than what we got right now. In my personal opinion, we get Petrovic from the MLS, and he is better than Petrovic because he is the goalkeeper that win the MLS goalkeeper of the year in, year out. And Musk can back me up on this one. He is a talented goalkeeper. He is a good shot stopper. He's very, very talented, but he just never get the opportunity to go Europe because of as I was saying earlier, it's hard for the Jamaican to get the work permit to play in England. So in those days, it was very difficult. But right now, it's more easier because of the ranking. The Jamaican national team is higher in ranking right now, so it's easier for them to really get the opportunity to go to Europe. But Blake is like 31, probably 32 now. So I think that it'd probably be too late for him for a team in Europe gonna really go for him because there's no resale value there. So that's one of the biggest thing. But for the Jamaican national team to qualify for the World Cup, it's definitely a big task. Like we all know, it's a big task, but it's something that can be done. They just have to get the right appointment in the managerial part.
Yes, yes, Govan, very well said. So he's not that level. He's good. Yes, Garnet Smith.
No, I'm saying, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying, like, when he was, nominating for MLS Player of the Season, week in, week out. And as Mus said, well said right here, like, we definitely know that he is a talented goalkeeper. It's just unfortunate that the Jamaican national team was doing too bad that he just never get the chance or the opportunity because of the work permit. If he could have get the work permit, I know for sure that he would have been one of the best goalkeeper that moved from the MLS to Europe. Yep. But we're going to touch on Whisper Jersey because this will be a Chelsea little session. Getting from a source today from his agent, that the reason why he's not in preseason, Dujon Richard Whisper, the young talented Jamaican player that they bought from the Phoenix Academy. He just his partner just got a baby, so I guess they give him a leave. But we think he's going to go on loan. They said he was out for a surgery, but I think that right now he don't got a number at Chelsea, so I think that he's going to go on loan. I don't know if you know anything about it.
No, sir, I have not followed it. In the this week, last week, super busy catching up with so many deadlines, and it's difficult to anticipate or tell what they will do. Of course, new management. So, but I'm happy that the players that are not there. Honestly, we don't want them to get injured, right? For me, the most important thing, and I think with most of the fans, is to make sure that most of the players, if not all, ideally all, are available. They are fine when the kickoff is there. I mean, it's the time of kickoff, 18th August, 2024. So good. Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo not playing is really good, right? Okay, they might not be that integrated with the philosophy ideas, but it's still better with the hectic season and the ever growing demands of the league to have a rest, especially when they played like the likes of Palmer and Enzo Caicedo. They were involved in their respective competition, their continental competition. So it's good. So what's the update, if any, on Conor Gallagher?
There's no really update on Gallagher yet because they're still on break. So I think they come back. Cucurella was in the building today, but I think they're just coming back. So probably about Thursday or so we'll hear about Cucurella. Let me answer most question right here. What about Omar Hutchinson? Chelsea sold him to Ipswich. That Arsenal developed. He can play for Jamaica too. With Omar Hutchinson, he's a very smart player. He got a good he got good people behind him. I would say he's very smart because what he done, he played his mind games. It works out in his favor. So it definitely it's definitely something that we can talk about because I don't think he really want to play for Jamaica. He really want to play for England. But what he done, he played smart, and I have to take my hat off to him because what he done is he played for Jamaica in some friendly games. But what he done with the friendly games, every time that Jamaica call him up for like a game where he would be capped, what he done is it pull out of the squad, or saying that he's working on trying to get into a starting 11, or he's trying to focus on his career, or he got something come up. He cannot represent them. But when there's a friendly and they call him, he turned up. So I think he's playing his card really, really smart. He is. And I have to applaud him for it, because a player gonna always think about their career first. And the same thing that he done with Chelsea. He know that Chelsea would develop him, in a way, and send him out on loan. And once he go out on loan, he know that he's gonna get game time. And he know that he will, succeed. So he's playing his cards smartly. So we use Chelsea as a stepping stone. Now we get the loan. He go there, he perform. Now his name is out there on the market. There's a lot of team trying to get him. So what he done is very, very smart. But I think he's waiting for that England. I think he's waiting for that England call up. So what he's gonna do right now, if he go to Ipswich and he ball out, then his name gonna be ringing in England. So right there, right then, like, he probably get a call up for England. But will he be a main starter in England? None of us know, because I think that there's a lot of player in front of him. So I think that he used Jamaica as a stepping stone again, to try to force the English national team in. But at this time, like, it's up to him, because he still got his Jamaican passport. He still can represent Jamaica if he want to, but he still can represent England, because he haven't, represent Jamaica in a professional game. It's always about the friendly games. That's the only time he turned up. So he's definitely doing the right thing for his career, because he's still young. But I don't think the Jamaican team should wait too long for him. If the likes of Mason Greenwood, turned out, then I don't think that when the time comes when he want to go back to Jamaica, it's going to be hard for him to really represent Jamaica, because you're going to have the likes of Leon Bailey, Mason Greenwood, and also Demarai Gray going to be way ahead of him, and also Whisper. And Jamaica got one young, talented kid is coming through the rank right now. He is his name is Dixon. You look out for that kid. He's going to Chartland Athletic, I think. Chartland Athletic. He's going to Chartland Athletic, and when that kid reach in Europe, and if he continue on that form that he's on, I don't see Omar Hutchinson touching nowhere close to that Jamaican starting 11, because that kid is a talent. That is the next big thing coming out of Jamaica right now. It's Dixon. Kemar Dixon is the name. The next big thing coming out of Jamaica. That kid scored a lot of goals. He's a goal scoring machine. The first two he played 4 games for Jamaica, 5 games for Jamaica, and scored 2 goals. And he's also already 19 years old. So that to show you that this kid is a talent. He already have the potential to go up to the highest level. Long as he keep his feet solid on the ground, he can also be somewhere. So definitely, is a talent. Sorry, Jersey, you were saying something?
No, I was listening, of course, very well said. And yeah, the analysis is always spot on. So yeah, I was before that, of course, I was discussing about Gallagher in terms of not just about his return, but because now it's only a month left, so it's it will every day the news will catch up, right? He's staying or going. So what do you think, right? Do you think he'll leave?
Yeah, he's definitely going to Atletico Madrid. Like, he's definitely going to Atletico. You know, he is. He's not going to be there for too long. The biggest thing right now is they're definitely trying to get a lot of people through the door. And a lot of people out the door. So therefore, yeah, I think he's gone. I don't think he's going to be there for too long. So,
Yeah, I think so as well. But looking at the first two games, I think we need Gallagher, to be very honest. But anyhow, let's see what happens. Of course, he brings a lot of different attributes, elements in the game. Uh, I think he's needed. He's really needed in this team, especially. I mean, he's the best in closing, right? I think he's the
yeah,
best in closing in our team. He's just right up there, and it's a very important attribute in the game, and people overlook. It's their opinion. I always liked Gallagher, but I understand that he is not the most technical player. It's sad, I would say. Galvin, it's sad if Gallagher leaves. I think a lot of Chelsea fans would be sad.
for me, I won't set any player leave Chelsea, to be quite honest. Just like today, Arsenal. Me touch on Arsenal. Arsenal fans was crying over Simit Rowe leaving. Me put a little banter in there. They were crying about Simit Rowe. That he was the next big thing, and he would have been the next Saka, and now he's leaving. So a lot of Arsenal fans are crying. So I wouldn't cry if a player leave. Player comes, player go. And I always said there's no player loyal anymore to any club. Loyalty for clubs and players have been long gone through the door. So there's no player right now that's definitely going to stay at a club for 15 to 25 years. And all those long years that player used to stay before. Like players come, players go. Atletico Madrid, here we go. Like soon, like he's definitely going. If he stay, is a plus. But we got too many midfielders to really, keep Gallagher in the team. He's gone. Just like Shalaba is gone. That's the way it is right now.
Yeah, that's correct. So I seen an article. Rosie says I seen an article an hour or two ago that Atletico Madrid are getting Gallagher. Wow. Maybe we have to do an emergency podcast this week, Galvin.
Maybe the chats are coming fast and furious. You can go ahead and read them, Jersey. I'm just gonna pop them up. So please, if you
Yeah,
don't mind.
ESR sad but had to be done. I guess it's what Chelsea do. Sell off the academy players too. He wasn't gonna play much, so need that. So they need that, money, the dollars or the pounds.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. They're going
Sure,
fast.
Conrad Smith. We have a lot of kids as men can play for Jamaica in England.
Yeah, that's true. A lot.
Rich money makers, sir. It's midnight now, officially midnight in UK, and I still have to work on my project. Woo! So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be free. I'll take a break, 3 days holiday. Honestly, I will take a 3 day break. So Thursday, Club America. Yes, Club America,
I
and the
think it's
smoke.
Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. It's not Thursday. It's Wednesday.
Thursday UK time after midnight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. I forgot the hours.
So I prepare time after time. The famous song "Time After Time" to sing.
Yeah,
So I don't know. This time after time could be in another way that we are losing time after time, right? So, Moss Sports World, be good for Gala. Okay, to learn. Sorry, you change it, so it's okay. USA and Canada too. Conrad Smith in the house. So, Govan, tomorrow, uh, you know, just give me luck. Big project. Big project in the office. People literally relying on me, and I don't know why they're relying on me. So yeah, I mean, so much. Look into the all these data sets and analysis. My brain is exploding, to be very honest. So I have already told them Wednesday to Friday I'm off. 3 days holiday. I need rest. Really, I need rest. It's overdue, honestly. So so I have to sit now and hopefully next 4 or 5 hours complete something. And yeah, and then hopefully after some rest, it will be a brilliant August. So so Gavan, only 20 sorry, 19 days left for the City Chelsea game, in the league. And Club America is on Thursday, of course, depend where you are, Wednesday in most of the places in Asia, America. And then, Galvin, we have Man City, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, three heavyweights, or at least two heavyweights in the likes of City and Madrid. So it will be interesting, right? Maybe we'll beat them in the preseason. This is Chelsea, right?
Yeah, no, you know what you know what I'm interested to see tomorrow, Wednesday, it will be Liverpool versus Arsenal. I'm not even talking about Chelsea yet. That is the game that I definitely want to see, because that game in the Premier League, for many years, it's always spicy, and I really definitely want to see what Liverpool is gonna turn out, because Liverpool haven't done nothing in the transfer window so far. So what Liverpool is gonna turn up, and Arsenal have their main men walk through the door today. Um, so today they finally get the deal across the line. So honestly, I really want to see that game. I'm not even worrying about Chelsea. I'm worried about what Arsenal and Liverpool gonna turn up.
Well, Arsenal is going to win the league. We all know that, right? It's not a rocket science anymore. So, Moss, the celebration should start, the road to the title in May. So, 10 months, if I were Arsenal fan, I would be celebrating from this day, up till May. Honestly, you're in a great place, in a great, great place. Happy for you. Okay.
You you know what you know one of my thing that I love about this upcoming Premier League and the Scottish Premier League, and also the Brazilian League, this upcoming season is very unpredictable. Thiago Silva played his first game in a 1-0 victory the other day, and I'm telling you, the league is so tight in Brazil right now. Like four teams I see right there can win it. Not only that, in the Scottish Premier League, it's gonna be excited to see Rangers, and not only Rangers, Celtic, to see both of them going head to head, because both look really good in preseason. So I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. And not only that, next season, the El Clasico gonna be phenomenal. The Andrew Flick is over there. Not only that, you got Kylian Mbappe right there. And not only Kylian Mbappe, Endrick already there too. So I can't wait to see. And I'm going to that Real Madrid game. So it's gonna be very, very excited for me to really see these player, and see what my Chelsea team is up against, against one of the biggest guns in Europe. So I'm gonna be very excited.
Yes, 100%. A lot of good games. Barcelona Madrid rivalry can again reignite thanks to Hansi Flick, and especially if Nico Williams joins. So who knows? Barcelona might be back again.
Yeah.
So, Gowan, what's the plan and the preparation for Chelsea Madrid game?
Well, the
What's
plan.
the day gonna look like?
Well, the plan for I'm off that day and the next day, because I'm gonna be full join that game to the fullest. I'm hoping that I can take a lot of clips, and if because normally those stadium, normally when you go inside a stadium, your internet service don't really work. If my internet service work, I will be live for you guys. I would try to go live on the channel. Probably I'm not gonna have any time to title or nothing, just something raw. And I try my best to get as much clip as I can. If not, if I can't go live, I will make sure I get as much recording as I can. And see how many probably fan camp that I can do. I'm gonna try to make it make it worth it. Something that I can sit back and look on for many years. I'm gonna get as much as I can from that experience. I go to Chelsea preseason game before, but I haven't been to one with a giant, a European giant. So I'm definitely gonna be there to see the European giant. So definitely, I'm excited for it. I can wait. It's 1 week away. So I'm just here, counting down the days. But
The situation of England national job is also going to be interesting. 2nd August, they will start talking in the next 3 days with the potential candidates. And again, as we speak, the situation of Eddie Howe in England, Eddie Howe in Newcastle is super fragile, right? The fans are the fans, also the board, and more importantly, the fans want an answer if Eddie Howe is staying or not staying. There is no clarity because officially they would talk to Eddie Howe on 2nd, 3rd August. So wow. Great.
Jersey, Rich
Yeah.
Money Maker, taking away your song.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. That's great. That's great.
Guess who's back? Back again. I appreciate that, Rich Money Maker. I really do, man. I really do.
Yeah, that helped more than sugar, right? That gave more boost and energy. This song.
The Sugar King is back. Yes, guys, it's a wonderful stream. This stream is a laughter and joy. Even though the Jamaican national team ain't looking too good. And can we trust those people to appoint the right person for the job? It's hard to tell. So we will see. And all those new players that's supposed to be heading there to the Jamaica national team. But right here, I saw Chelsea link with another goalkeeper. I don't know if you can see that one, Jersey.
Yeah, I can see that. So you go ahead, sir, please. I mean, this is all over the place, right? With the goalkeeper situation with Petrovic, Sanchez, and
And
now another goalkeeper.
yeah, they're trying to get Chelsea are closing in a move for 2005 born goalkeeper Milk. There's a talk are ongoing with a Genk. Yeah. Yeah, so they're trying to get him from Genk. They're just having talks. Nothing much. You know, so I don't think it's a good look. We got too many goalkeepers. What we're gonna do with all those goalkeepers? We got like 7 or 8 goalkeepers on the book. Alvarez. I don't know Alvarez on his future. Last season, I was one of the players with the most minutes at City. So he was one of the players with most minutes at City. So what he's trying to say, I don't know, because you have the most minutes, but he want to leave. So none of us know what's really going to happen with Alvarez. So I know I'm not going to even dwell on this too much. You know, I give you this one, Jersey, before we wrap up. Chelsea again. You'll probably have Chelsea is trying to go for every young player on this planet.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing new. So that's what the plan is. So let's see what happens. Trust the process and just wait and see where this ride will take us. All good for profit and sustainability for sure, for good business model. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's something we have not seen before. So, but it is, It is what they have been doing. It is what they will do. They won't change that, in my opinion. And yeah, so we have to stick with that. So, what are your Arsenal Liverpool predictions? So, Galvin, would you like to go first?
My Arsenal, my Liverpool prediction. I predict that Arsenal gonna win the league. That's something that I don't really, like to say. But I have to definitely be honest. I think Man City, I think their luck gonna run out. They've been riding on luck for the last two or three seasons. Even before then. So I think that Mr. Luck or Lady Luck about to run out. Arsenal is the only next team that I see probably can challenge them with a manager that's already you know in the steam, his train already running. I don't think Liverpool gonna do it because of the new manager. We'd have to wait and see how that manager is going to adapt because I watched them play two preseason games, and I see they're playing different from what they were playing under the former manager. So I definitely for me, I will say that the time is now for Arsenal. So I think Arsenal will finish, first. I think Liverpool will finish fifth. I think Manchester United probably finish above them because I think Manchester United is going in the right direction. They're buying player with experience, young players, but with experience. They still got they have their team there already. They are filling a little pieces here and there. That's better quality, especially in the defensive midfield. Young Kobe Manu proved that he's a Premier League, proven player. Not only that, he even show for England once they take Conor Gallagher out of that team, he make England, midfield looks a little bit better. So I definitely will see them finish above Liverpool because none of us know what Liverpool manager is gonna do. We know that Chelsea definitely have a talented team. We saw that last run that they make, in the last 5 games that they put together. I think they can continue that if the manager don't change too much, and if he do the right thing with the invert, if he don't really look at the names and just look for who's playing the best, I think he definitely can get a kick out of this team. I know that definitely we're gonna start off good because Reece James not gonna start the first 3 games, so we have no obligation to put Reece James, after if the team is playing well and when Reece James come back, he's gonna have to probably sit on the bench and wait for the opportunity. So I'm definitely looking for Arsenal to finish first, probably Man City second. I'm looking for Chelsea either third to fourth, and I'm looking for Liverpool fifth.
And about tomorrow, like she would like to know about the game tomorrow. Your prediction for Liverpool Arsenal tomorrow?
It's tomorrow or Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday.
Again tomorrow UK time.
No,
Sorry.
today's Monday.
Yeah. I
Today's
said the
Monday,
other way.
so it's
Apologize
gonna
for
be
that.
Thursday. It's gonna be Thursday UK
Correct.
time.
Correct.
I'm looking to be honest that Arsenal will beat them. I think Arsenal, I think they almost complete their squad. In my humble opinion, Calafiori was an excellent signing. I love what I see in the Euros. I definitely know that he's gonna bring something different to Arsenal, and I think that's the missing pieces that Arsenal was lacking because Arsenal don't really concede goals. And imagine Arsenal got this excellent defender, in their team. Very very better is better than that what they got as playing that inverted left back. We all know who that is. He's better. I think they need a striker, and I think they need two. I think they need 2 more signings. With 2 more signings, I think Arsenal definitely can go all the way. They need a striker though. They need an out and out striker, and they need a backup for Saka. Once they get that, because the midfield, if Party can stay fit, I think the midfield will cover because you have Party and Rice, and if they can get one more in the midfield, to seal the deal, that will be three more players. If four players will complete their squad, they already got one. So if they can get at least three more, I definitely see that Arsenal can go all the way. Not only in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, I think they definitely can reach at least the semi-final. All eyes on Cal. Yeah, all eyes is on him. I don't know. I don't know what's the hype about him. He's a very good player though, but we definitely I'm definitely looking forward to see Arsenal play. Let me see. Kai and Jesus is looking strong. Um, I want to say that Jesus, because Jesus is not an out and out striker. He's not going to give you the amount of goals that you need to to really clip. Manchester City in the long term. But I definitely would take another striker. Over Kai Havertz for at least a minute. We definitely think that they definitely can do it. You know, but I think they need someone more than big up Miss Malena. I think they need someone more than Jesus and Kai Havertz. Uh, yeah, to play in Jamaica. Uh, the Jamaican Premier League is a very very interested one because they got a lot of interested coaches gonna be there, especially the Phoenix Ver team. That's definitely gonna be one to look out for. you know um definitely is one to look out for. Phoenix Ver, Craig Butler, we all know who he is, the super agent. He's definitely really one to look out for. So it's definitely gonna be very interested to watch the Jamaican Premier League. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. So for me, that's gonna be one to look out for. The Jamaican Premier League and also the Premier League. The VAR. It's gonna be interested. It's gonna be very very interested over there. I'm just hoping that I can do so much to cover all of those. To be quite honest, if I can cover all those games, because it's gonna be a lot of games. But the Jamaican Premier League, though, it's definitely key. It's most of the games on Sunday and Monday, so that would give me a little bit of time to cover it. So that's really good because we all know the Premier League. Most of the games play on Saturday, so I'm definitely gonna have some time to cover it. So any words you want to say? Anything you want to say, Jersey?
No, it was again, as always, an interesting stream. Discuss on Jamaica. A lot of uh, discussion on the management. I enjoyed talking on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Uh, give my opinion and took a comprehensive, holistic approach covering his career, and I think he's an amazing, amazing talent. Yes, and of course with Jamaica and the players and the Chelsea players and the preseason. So yes, it's interesting, right? We are at a time when things will only get interesting. So uh, hopefully for us as well. But the season will be interesting, as you said. European season, Barca, Real Madrid, perhaps will reignite the rivalry. Celtic, Rangers, and yeah, I think Arsenal. This is Arsenal's time. I also thought that Arsenal would win the league back in January. I analyzed. I thought Arsenal will win the league, and yes, I I think I was right, although they didn't win the league, but not a lot of people gave them the chance. I remember very well in January of 2024, I said Arsenal will win the league. Yes, they will. And they only lost on the final day. But even talking to a lot of Arsenal fans, personally, I know them also over here with Moss and Melina, and a lot of fans in Scotland, in my office and other settings. When I told them Arsenal will win the league, they were like too shy to even talk on that, right? So I would say no, they will. They have a brilliant, brilliant chance, and they almost won the league. So it's such fine margins. You cannot blame them. They absolutely did everything they could. The loss against Villa technically hurt them, or that was the defining moment where they lost the league. And of course, if the other team always going to win and win and win and win and win, then it's near impossible, right? So Arsenal, I think, deserve to win the league already in the last season, in my opinion. If you talk in the way of boxing, point system, who did what, what kind of football was played over the period of the 90 minutes, over the period of 38 games, then in my opinion, Arsenal were better than Manchester City last season. So I truly believe that this is Arsenal's season. And as you said, Galvin, I think Manchester City, I won't say that. I won't go and say that they will have a bad season, but I think they might not be able to sustain. And that's where I think Arsenal has a brilliant opportunity to win the league.
Now I'm gonna switch. You can anytime you're ready, Jersey, you can jump out if you want to, because I'm gonna switch out for about 5 minutes on the Olympic. I'm just gonna ask the chat. Who you guys think gonna win that 100 meter for women? You got the likes of Shakira Richardson from the United States. You got the likes of Shelly-Ann Fraser Price, the queen of the check from Jamaica. And you got the likes of I think who else is there? You got Tia, the young Jamaican phenomenon, and you got Sharika Jackson from Jamaica. So Jamaica got three phenomenon sprinter for the 100 meter for women, and the United States got Shakira. Who you guys think is gonna win this 100 meter? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The Olympic is eating up. The Olympic is here. Athletics is Jamaica bread and butter. Miss Melina is saying hi, Jersey. Let me see what Miss Rose is saying right there.
Hello, Miss Melina. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Jamaica, and yeah, but Jamaica normally dominated the track and field, for many, many years, like especially when Usain Bolt was there. But Jamaica got some young phenomenal athletes is coming up, and that's the Jamaican bread and butter. So let me see what Mus is saying right here. I don't think she's gonna win gold, man. You don't have to be, but you don't have to be afraid. I don't think she's gonna win it because of the most of the Jamaican sprinter, they ain't sprinting yet. So when they catch to the Olympic, that's when you will see the best. I think that the media in the United States is pushing her a lot. If she do it, then she well deserve it. But for what I see from that young sprinter, Tia from Jamaica, she is. If you look up her from Jamaica and watch how she been running. She's just 19, I think. She is clocking some time. Now even for the men team with Nauer, they Jamaican got a guy that if he stay fit and not injured, it's gonna be some good race in this Olympic. I'm very excited. I can't wait for it to start. I'm not worried about the United States, to be quite honest. I think the Jamaicans athlete can blow them out of the water, to be quite honest. I'm that confident. Cool. Yeah, but it's so funny that snow don't even fall in Jamaica. But definitely Jamaica have a bobsled team. It's very very funny to me. Like, Jamaica have nowhere to train any former athlete, to do a bobsled. But we got a lot of hills though, so that's where they normally train. Make a bobsled slide down hills and stuff like that. It's funny. The Cool Runnings movie is a real story though. It's a real story from way back in the days. Yeah, that show is really nice, man. I don't know if you ever watched that show, Jersey, but you need to watch it. Cool Runnings.
All right, thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, Miss Rosie just remind me of it. If you watch it, you will love it. Cool Runnings is a very very good movie. It teaches you a little bit about Jamaica history. The bobsled team. Imagine a country that never have snow or anything like that, but definitely have a bobsled team to do. It's a really Miss Molina said, kiss my lucky egg. Jersey, we need to tell Jersey to go watch it, Miss Melina, Miss Rosie. Jersey definitely gonna have to watch it.
100%, Govan, I will watch it.
Yeah,
Now you told me, of course, it's related to the history in Jamaica, so definitely I will have to look. I will definitely look it in the new, probably in the next week, hopefully.
yeah.
Is it available on Netflix?
I think it's even YouTube. You can watch it on. You can. It's there all over. It's a very old classic movie. Miss Molina's asking you if you never see it before.
No, I have not. I have not.
Even Rich Money Maker, I've watched it.
I'm all about football and songs, singing, music, guitar. And maybe I was trying to in the if I have time, inspired by Alan Walker, try to do some of his work. Who knows? Let's see.
Bill. I send you a message, Jersey. Any any final from you, final words? Because I'm still gonna run on a little bit for to keep the chat entertained a little bit. I like what I see in the chat, but I can't believe you never watched that movie before. Cool Runnings, man. Is
No, no, I'm here. I'll be awake. As I said, I have to finish the work before the office begins, or I'll be in trouble. So I'm doing the work. I'm here as well, so don't worry. I think I will finish the work in the next 4 hours. So, yep.
Coach, coach, and I will be doing we're doing a lot of collab, very 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 shortly. He he talked to me a little bit about it, but we're about to he was talking to me about it a couple of days ago. So we're gonna do a collab show. So I don't know what it's gonna be about yet. But we talk a little bit about it. So I think it was today. Yeah, I think it was today. So definitely, as soon as he get back to me, then I will update you guys. It was today. I saw the message. So definitely that's in the pipe. We're gonna do a lot of collabs, just like me and my great friend Jersey, the Blue Board Analyst. We do shows weekly. Oh yeah, I forgot the All right. Yeah, I didn't even remember about that one that he passed. Rich Moneymaker, November 11, 1994.
This date kind of reminded me of the Undertaker, right? The return of the Undertaker in WWF back then, November
19,
'94.
1994.
Yeah, he came back as a masked man with purple mask. So
Fi 5 days before my birthday. Wow. 5 days.
16 November, Gavin. So hopefully I will have the cake.
You said the 16th. I I hope I can timestamp this one to remember that day, the 16th. I think that that will be a special day. I guess we're gonna have to do a show to celebrate you. I was 8. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely do a show to support you. And I know Jersey's gonna get the song, ready and prepare.
Yeah. So any request on any classic songs, rock songs, pop songs, please let me know. I will prepare the song for the future stream. Any
Yeah,
song you would
so
like to hear. I don't know if it will be good or not, but I'm not shy, to sing songs.
November the 16th, we got 16 people watching. So November the 16th, you see, that's a lucky number. That's a lucky number right there, Jersey. You see, we got 16 people watching, and that is a
Wow.
special that's a special
Okay,
one.
that's interesting.
Oh, his son keep his memory alive. You know, I haven't been watching a lot of movie recently because it's too much games. But the Cool Runnings movie, man, I can never forget it. I can never forget that one. Who watched the Bob Marley movie, the One Love movie from Bob Marley? That is a good movie. That's a good Jamaican movie too. Number 16, my number. Yeah, One Love movie is really nice. I even checked the likes. 17 likes. We can do way better than that. Ain't that right, Jersey?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, the One Love movie is really good. I really enjoyed it.
I recall One Love by Blue, the song. That was a good song. Wow, what a song that was. You heard that song, Gavin? Blue, One Love.
Blue One Love. Give us a little
You,
piece of it. I don't think we're gonna
you
get
need
copyright.
to hear that, man. You need to hear that.
As I saw Mus saying about that number and let some player give it to him. You know, but I used to play as a striker, and then I used to wear number 10. So when I moved to central defender, they want to take my number 10 jersey, and I was like, no. Then I have to go back to George Muller because when they're like defender don't wear number 10, I was like, go look at George Muller, where George Muller was playing. He was playing as a defender, wearing number 10. The great George Muller, man, great German player, man. What a legend! What a legend! What's the deal now with Leon Bailey? He's gonna play for Jamaica. he's definitely gonna play for Jamaica. The problem with Leon Bailey is it's not just only Leon Bailey. He's fighting for a cause. In his point of view, which are understandable because of the Jamaican Federation didn't treat him as well when he was a young kid. I can give you. Let me give you a story real quick, if you don't mind. He was one of the best talent in Jamaica at the time, and the opportunity they never really give him a fair chance. So they have to went to Europe. Him and his agent, Mr. Craig Butler. His stepdad or his dad, wherever. Because Leon Bailey, I think his dad passed away when he was really young. If I'm correct. So what happened is they went to Europe and no one supported them. So they were like sweeping floors and cleaning toilets and all of those stuff in Europe, just to make a little money to eat. But he go there for a cost because he go there trying to make it. So for him to travel, across Europe, he did definitely have to put in the not only just as a player, but have to be working, you know, to try to get food and place to sleep so he can pursue with his football career. So when he make it, the Jamaican national team gave him one cap, under 23 cap when he was like 16 or 17 years old. But because of his stepdad or his father, let me say his dad, because he adopted him since he was a kid. So his dad, and them kind of have a little difference. So because of the dad and them have a difference, what they do, they black him completely from the national team. If you notice, Leon Bailey just recently started playing for the Jamaican national team a couple of years ago. So even though he was at Genk, one of the best players in Europe, he still never get the opportunity to play for Jamaica because of the problems that his dad and the Jamaican national team have. So I think that the reason why he said he's not playing back for the Jamaican national team until there's changes, he just want every player that come from his dad academy get a fair try. And the same reason why they walk away from the under 20 World Cup qualification, while while the Jamaican national team do so bad, the United States put 9 past them. So it's a story that a lot of people probably hear about because they're not shy to talk about it. We always talk about it. In my point of view, you always want to represent your country, but in this situation, I can understand. I'm not saying what they've done is right, because you should always, want to represent your country. But if you want to make a stand, for what he go through, I have nothing against it. I never will say that, you know, he he should go back and represent them if things don't change. When he's going to represent Jamaica, he have to buy his own plane ticket. When he go to Jamaica to play for Jamaica, sometimes they don't get paid. They get paid late. Sometimes some of the players, when they turn up to the airport, there's no ticket there for them. They have to wait until the next day for them to purchase the ticket. So it's just a lot, and he is like, what he said on the interview, like he definitely just want to take a break because it's mental, for when you're going, to the national team is just not comfortable. When he said when he go there, he need his own room. Not only just need his own room, he said the team needs security because when the Jamaican national team travel, there's no security there for them. So if they're at the training ground, anyone can just walk up to them, and little stuff like those. So, I understand what he's saying. I definitely appreciate, he's standing up for something, and a lot of the former players, as I said, Jamaica used to have a fantastic team, with some of the great players in the Caribbean that just never was treated fairly. And a lot of them just definitely, just go to waste. Thank God for the English Premier League. For a lot of them, definitely, make it or make something out of life. in the Premier League, like your Ricardo Gardner, your Ricardo Fuller. So I think that it's definitely heartbroken to see how the Jamaican players get treated when they go over there represent the Jamaican national team, especially the born Jamaicans. They, as I was saying earlier in the stream, it's just never pick the right team for the Jamaican national team. It's always, I pick my friend, or I pick my player from my team that I want to push, to get a contract overseas, or it's just little stuff like those. So it's not that not it's black and white. It's not perfect at all. It's not even halfway to be perfect. It can be way, way better. The players can be treated better. So when they go represent the country, they don't have to be thinking about, so many different things. So that's one of the things that kind of, make Jamaica national team don't really go nowhere, even though they do got the talent. It's just like when player go, they're not comfortable. Sometimes when the players are traveling, they travel the same day when they have to play games, so how many rests they can get. So it's just a lot of things need to sort out in the Jamaican Federation. But as I said before, it's more like a politics, in the Jamaican national team. So if you got a connection in there, you can get your son to go up to the highest level, even if he's not the best of the best, or if he's not worth it or good enough. So little stuff like those need to change. And once stuff like that change, then, things will be better because the talent is there, especially in that Phoenix Academy, got a lot of talented player coming through that academy. Like right now, they got like 35 players in Europe right now. A lot of them is about to go to Genk. Aston Villa is looking at a few. Ajax right now is looking at two. Chelsea is looking at one of their players. I know for a fact because of the agent, the super agent, Craig Butler, was on one of my friends' stream, and they were talking about it. So there's a lot of talent there. But it's just as I said before, they need to get a coach that's going to go over their head and pick the players that's best for the squad. Not what best for the people that's in the federation or who's gonna strengthen their pocket, because the people in the federation, as I said before, they push their players so their players can get the transfer so they can make the money. And the rest of teams who don't got no one into the federation, doesn't matter if their players are better, they just never get the opportunity. And that's sad, it's really sad. But hopefully it changed this time around, and the Jamaican national team can make the World Cup, because they do got the team to go and do so. And thank you, Miss Rosa, for this super chat. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. I know I put it up there. I saw it, but because I was talking, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Chelsea Sessions is in the building, people. Ty is in the building.
Ty, welcome, Ty. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. The energy is back with Ty over here, sir. Please, welcome to the show. Hopefully, everything is okay at your end.
You can go at Jersey. I'm just here. Going through the chat.
We can go all night long. We can go all night long. I don't mind. We can have a 6-hour show, and I'm working at the same time, so it's good. It's good for me, to be very honest. I'll be super bored and intense, working alone in the midnight, sitting in the drawing room with a coffee. So thanks to you and everyone in the space who are helping me in the most intense and stressful time working on the project, which is very critical as far as its application goes. So it's a huge work, that will perhaps define my future in my organization, to be very honest. And so this historic chat, I'm sure, will help me and already helped me a lot. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, this historic show, and of course, with the chat and everyone. So, Gowan, please go ahead and you can discuss what you want. So, I'm, of course, listening carefully, doing my work as well. And yeah, I appreciate that you gave me the opportunity, right? So, to engage, in this beautiful world of football and now music and, you know, so, Govan, so let's talk about music if you want to do. I'm like, what kind of music do you like, and which artists do
Um,
you like?
my favorite music is I love Tupac Shakur. The heartry that he bring into his music. Is something that I really really love. He's just like something that's like different, unique. For me, he's just like Bob Marley. They see things in the world way before it's even exists. And for me, it's just something unique. The unique part of it is the way how the best, the best of the best, like your Ray Charles, your Tupac Shakur, your Bob Marley, and Michael Jackson was good at his time. Those kind of artists, the heart, it's as Miss Melina said, old school, old school music. Yeah, like let me put up this one. The old school music is just the music that I really adore. Like for me, Bob Marley and the old time hip hop, 90s hip hop, it's the Ja Rule, those little things are my thing. Like, and I like the reggae music, I like culture reggae music because a lot of people don't know that in Jamaica you got very different side of the reggae music. You got the dancehall music where it's more like um, a rough, rugged, part of the music. And then you got like the real smooth Bob Marley reggae music. And then you got like the Rasta culture side of the Jamaican music where they don't sing nothing, out of the line. It's just like everything is just so culture. They call it culture music, where you can play it in church, you can play it everywhere. Those type of music are my type of music, and I like me some R&B and some hip hop. Those are my kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. I agree. The music in the past, of course, that stood out, that defines, in my opinion, a lot of things. And in my opinion, the reason is that you know, it was more organic because people would use the instruments. They were sit, pen the song, write the lyrics, be creative. And if you listen to these songs, no matter what genre or kind of music you will prefer, you would see the voice of the drums, the saxophone, guitar, piano, violin done very well, each and everything done very carefully. Now it's super, you know artificially, you can say, composed. Nothing wrong with that, but the creativity, in my opinion, goes out. So if you go, as I said, go back to the songs, you can really see the definition, the creativity, the work of art at its highest order. So yeah, I mean, I've been through it. Of course, I'm not an artist or a professional singer musician, but I have done it at amateur level, so I can recall my days as well. The passion of sitting with the friends and learning the guitar and writing the lyrics and trying to say, okay, we can do that. We can make a song as good as the people in the mainstream. So I'm sure everyone has gone through that phase and going through the details, each and every detail of how you should do it, which chord you want to use it. So, I mean, that passion is lost, in my opinion, right? When you really go in detail of the creation, the composition. So I agree. So that's why still the artists from the 80s, 90s is still my cup of tea. That's what I listen to.
Yeah, as you said right there, for me, those are my type of thing for real. And even like my first son, Michael Jackson was like his favorite. He used to. I used to have to buy all Michael Jackson CDs when he was younger. When Michael Jackson died, I didn't know how I could have helped him. But it was sad. Because he was loving some Michael Jackson, and so yeah,
And
I
you're
see.
right. When you said about buying the CD, this is something perhaps the new generation won't understand because of the music now available on digital platforms and coming thick and fast. So even back then, if you go with the cassettes, right? The cassettes, right, Gowan? That was the
Yeah,
favorite time, and they will have a date so of the release. Any artist you like, you follow, no matter what, like you do, or Oasis, or any artist, Michael Jackson, or um Suede, or any music, as I said. So you know that they would have a release date. They would singles, singles would come on the MTV, on Channel V in Asia. So we would have a single, and the singles would, of course, define how the album would do. And then we would literally wait for the day of the release, when we have to literally go to the stores. I remember very well for many artists and many songs or albums. And many people in that era, right, would wait for the day, would go passionately, as excited as you said, like a kid, to the store, and wait for that album. And there was a queue, for, especially if the artist is huge. So, and we would come back, listen to it, or if there is a school or college, we cannot just go back. I mean, you just can't wait to go back and listen to your favorite songs or your new album all day long. So that was a magical time, I would say. That is gone, I think. The anticipation of new music, new albums, and looking at the charts, right? Who is doing what? Which two big artists have the new single album? So yeah, I would really. I used to follow that. Ace of Base against from Sweden, was fantastic. I used to love that band as well. That of course, too soon, in my opinion, went their way and have new members. So a lot of good bands, right? So yeah, that was a special time, and I think people were very excited for the upcoming albums, music. I remember buying the Top of the Pop magazine as well, subscribing to their newsletters of the artist. Gary Barlow from England, who is a member of Take That. I is still a huge fan of his. And I remember he sent a letter, a news. I mean, I'm saying newsletter. His, of course, publication. And I received. I was excited. He had an album, 12 month, 11 days, that was released in '99, which didn't do well commercially. He was huge with Take That, but Robbie Williams as a solo artist, he was very successful. So when I got, it's the first time I subscribed to him. He would send all the different, you can say, material, and it was exciting at the time. You would wait for days to get it from your post office, right? And I literally, and he said that I'm quitting. I remember crying. It was very difficult for me to take. This is the first time I got his, you know, publication, his notes, and he said it's very difficult for him, and it's difficult for him to continue. And then after 7 years, 7 long years, he came back again with Take That, and rest is history, how successful they were again. And Robbie Williams joined back. So I mean, all of this, all of these things behind the scenes, the relationships with the band members and the fans was amazing. Was at a different level, in my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah, which artist was really good for me too was Bobby Brown. That was a very very good artist too. Whitney Houston. I think he was married to Whitney Houston. Back in the days, Bobby Brown was the guy. And as Mo said earlier, I think he said Ice Cube was really good too. LL Cool J, Jennifer Lopez. Maybe they. I don't. Those are most of the artists that I really know. The Jackson Fives. I listen a lot of the. I listen a lot of the Jackson Five, and I can Tim. I think his name is Tim. Yeah, Bobby Brown. I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But there's one singer that Wayne Wonder, the Jamaican Wayne Wonder, and Sanchez. They're really really good artists too. If you listen Sanchez, that guy can sing. And I used to like me some DMX too. DMX was different. Like I used to like artists that's like their voice is unique. Nate Dogg, like his voice is just so unique. I never see no one can really sing like that guy. It's just different. The same thing with like DMX when he come out, his voice is just so different. He brings something unique, something different. So I used to like when artists, when you can like see the difference in them, like they don't sound alike. So I used to love that was my type of music. I don't know if none of you guys watch Dirty Dance. I used to love those kind of music too because of Dirty Dance. That was a very nice movie. Dirty Dance was a very very good movie, but a very very good one. So there's a lot of songs that I really like. I used to just do music and football. When I'm going to like the games and stuff, I used to like listen songs, especially Tupac. That those just keep me calm. Snoop Dogg. You know, those are some of the things that I used to use. When I used to play or even work. You know, when I'm on YouTube, if you guys if you guys not doing streams and stuff, I just like listen music.
Yes, golden era, golden era. Maze, lot of artists, right? Suede, as I said, indie Brit pop band, Oasis, U2, Pink Floyd.
Jordan, Jordan in the building. How you doing, Jordan? I told you to text me an X, man. Text me an X. Yeah, we started off on football in Jamaica and national team, and right now we're on music.
Yeah, so this is good. Good therapy, right?
Yeah, that's where we end up on
That's
music.
a Monday night therapy. You can have a name of the show every week. Monday night therapy, right?
Yeah, Jordan said I haven't following back. I don't know what happened. Let me let me double check right now, Jordan, because I know for a fact that I follow. I think I follow everyone.
And Shania Twain, from Canada. I mean, my favorite singer, country music singer from the 90s. Amazing, amazing songs. Especially from this moment on. I mean, what a song. I mean, that's a unique song.
What is Jordan? Tell me your name on X, because I know I'm
You've Got
sure.
Away is also a great song from Notting Hill movie. Amazing songs. Even if you go back, it's the country music. It's Johnny Cash. So oh my God, what a singer! I would say simple songs, simple melodies, but it is what made the modern music. Most of the songs, I mean, singers, composers used his all his notes, chords, and all that. I Walk the Line, Johnny Cash. A very simple song, but one of the best songs I would say still today. I Walk the Line, Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash. Like amazing gold songs.
Okay, this have to be Jordan. Okay, follow back. Okay, Joe. I think I got you now. All right, Jordan. You can tell me now if that's you, because I think I found you on X.
Jordan, come on the panel, Jordan, if you're free. Join the panel for a midnight Monday special podcast
Special
on
indeed.
GFC Govern.
Yeah, I think I found him now because I was wondering. I think that's him. Follow back. Yeah. Okay, Jordan. There we go. There we go. What Jordan was saying. Let me see. Who you think gonna win the 100 meter, Jordan? Because you probably know more than me.
Is there a specific time? So maybe I'll tune in as well. Like, is there a specific time for this contest,
Yeah,
or it could
yeah.
happen anytime?
I'm gonna send you the schedule because I'm definitely gonna showcase a lot of this. I'm definitely gonna do a lot on the Olympic, especially the track and field. Definitely. I watch a lot of the. I watched some of the gymnastic yesterday, and it was awesome. I was watching gymnastic all day yesterday.
So, Govern, oh, how much you are well versed with Club America? Is
Um,
this going to be? Is this could? I mean, could this be a tough game as well, or do you think it will be a walk in the park?
not saying a walk in the park, but we should beat them. I don't see where we should have a lot of problems. With the club with Club America. So I don't think we should have a lot of problems, to be quite honest.
And do you think we'll go for a striker, or do you think no? It's they will bank on Magu, Nkunku, Nico Jackson.
I think what their report was saying today. I think they were saying that they were going to probably negotiate with Napoli for Victor Osimhen because Napoli willing to negotiate. Not the not the the chat is killing me. Yeah, not the release clause. Yeah, they're switching from the release clause. They're about to change it up. So let us see how it goes. Yeah, so they Napoli realized that no one want to buy him for that release clause, so they have no other choice. They have no choice. They just definitely have to drop the price, and Chelsea's willing, but Chelsea's not willing to go what they really want. So it's gonna be tough for them.
So, Govan, if you have to predict next England manager, will it be Eddie Howe?
Uh, Probably it's a sticky one, just like the Jamaican job. You know, Newcastle ain't want to lose Eddie all this season. Probably next season after they probably can spend some money.
Newcastle, in my opinion, are very much okay if he they don't want him to go. What I understand, I was talking to Newcastle fans yesterday, had a deep conversation in a channel, Newcastle channel, and they believe that they of course want Eddie Howe. I mean the board. but they think that they are pretty much okay if it's like they believe it's a win-win situation. If Eddie is to leave, they have Pochettino in the pipeline. So a lot of fans were excited in that stream that they would rather have Pochettino. And I honestly believe that Pochettino, if he goes to Newcastle, that's my opinion again, will work magic. He
I
will do great over there.
I am
I'm not
I
saying he'll win the league, but he can make them compete for the top four and take them into the top four, in my opinion, Gavin.
he gonna buff he gonna throw it away just like what he did with Chelsea. Newcastle better hope that they never beat Tottenham while he was at Tottenham, because definitely he's just gonna take the job and just go for revenge. You know, he's gonna break it down from inside like what he did with Chelsea. Pochettino is coming back with revenge.
If you ask me 1 year ago, or to many analysts in the industry, they would say Pochettino is a better manager than Arteta, right? And even to this day, many people, it might be 50-50, or some might say, okay, based on the last season, maybe Arteta has more potential. But
But
if you understand what I'm trying to say, so
yeah,
it's
but
that close.
I would
It's that
never look
close.
at Pochettino, to be honest, and say he's better than Arteta, because you know, from day one I told you my reason why I never really trust him. You know, I got my valid reason. You know, why would they didn't trust him, and a
No,
manager
absolutely,
has to be
absolutely.
brave.
I understand, sir, 100%. But I think if Newcastle and Pochettino is a match made in heaven, in my opinion, I think it will be a very historic appointment if it happens. Pochettino will find peace as well. The Newcastle fans would appreciate him, unlike Chelsea fans who never, most of them who never appreciated him from the first day. Unfortunately, and of course, it's the link with Tottenham, so that won't be there. He will have the North England club, buzzing at St. James Park. So, but let's see. I don't know if he's going there or not. It all depends if Eddie Howe goes, because Garvin, as we speak, 2nd August is when the FA would start conducting interviews. So it's just around the corner, 3 days from now. And we'll know probably in the next week or so what's the situation, because Newcastle wants an answer. They don't want to prolong. And if Eddie were to leave, they don't want him to leave a day before the Premier League, at least a week before, uh, or 2 weeks if possible, so Pochettino can come in. So Pochettino is identified as the replacement. There is, of course, no guarantee that he will be the replacement, but it's because the sporting director already worked with Poch in Southampton and Tottenham, so it's a huge link over there. But at the same time, Pochettino is also linked with the English job, by the way. If the English FA decide to take the route of an international or foreign manager, he's not the favorite, but he is there in the shortlist. So yeah.
One thing to say on that though, if the English FA take him, he will never come home. That's one thing for sure. It will never come home, because that manager is too much of a coward, to be honest, especially in tournaments. You know, it will never come home. That's for sure. He don't know how to cross the line. He's a manager with better philosophy than Southgate, but the same mentality. You know, so it will never come home. And with Victor Osimhen, Miss Melina, I think that he don't got a choice, because he want to leave Napoli, and Napoli want to get rid of him. So Paris Saint Germain definitely pull out of the race. So therefore, you know, he got no choice. So if Chelsea is the only option, I guess he's gonna have to take it, because he definitely want to get out of there. Uh, oh, the chat is blowing up tonight, Jersey. Oh, Jersey, you can go ahead, Jersey. I'm going to the chat. See what's.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
Oh yeah, but
I would sleep. I would sleep in I think at 6-7 a.m. Wake up at 10 a.m. and hopefully things will be okay at work. So yeah.
It's so funny, ladies over there, and there's a lot of UKs in the building. But for me, man, I same way I would be for that Chelsea game, man. I just can't wait. The more it's coming down, is the more that
Jordan, come, sir, come on the panel if you have time. Let's have you. Don't leave us. You promised that we'll never walk alone. So please join the panel.
But he's saying copyright is killing me. Miss Rosie, what kind of song you looking for to play in your background? Because for me, I think I have some songs that you probably can use. Because all of my songs that I have, I can't get copyrights for none of my songs. Yeah, my songs are like official and original song that my son do. So I kind of like have a little bit of owner rights to those songs. So if they copyright me for the songs, I can always call them and ask them
Yeah.
what's about. Because
I was doing some work on my report and I used some of the data or some of my work because that was that was perfectly applied to one of the tasks I was doing, and I got a call that I plagiarized something, which this in the office, a work, some important work that is being shown as being plagiarized, and I was like, how come I really don't do that? It was my own work, right? It was my own work from another forum. I said, man, I'm the owner of that work. It's my work. So I plagiarized myself, right?
Yeah. That's what I was telling Miss Rosie that my songs are not copyright. I don't know if you you won't get copyright for them. So what I normally do, like the beats and stuff, I don't own the full rights of it, but I own it, can use it as much as I want to. Because what I did, someone made the beats.
Maybe I should start making tracks, some of the tracks,
Yeah. Someone made the beats.
That's a good idea. Maybe people will like it. I can provide. I'm not a professional musician, but I can compose and make songs. So let's see. First I'll do for my channel, and then let's see how it goes.
Jordan said he texted me about Jamaica. Will you text me on X?
Jordan, just come, man. You're leaving me alone on a very important night.
Yeah, he texted me on X.
I'll join Everton, Jordan. You have 7 minutes 30 seconds to come on the panel. I will go with the Evertonians.
All right, Jordan. Yeah, tell me when you want to. When you want to do it. You want to. If you want to do a collab with Reggae Boyz stream tomorrow, let me know, because Wednesday Chelsea play on Wednesday. So just let me know when you're ready, bro. Yeah, we can do that for sure.
So Miss Melina Moss. Sorry,
I'm gonna message you my number, so we can WhatsApp.
So Miss Melina and Moss, are you going to do a live watch along for Liverpool Arsenal tomorrow?
Yes, Moss and Miss Melina. I want to know if you guys gonna do a live stream tomorrow, because I'm gonna be there. So let me know right now so I can prepare for it. I'll be there in you guys in the comment section, because it's not tomorrow. You keep on saying tomorrow, Jersey. You keep on throwing me off. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday my time.
The time we are all in different places, right? So you see, what can I do, bro? Yeah, I mean, I have to, when I'm talking to you, minus five
Oh,
hours, talking to
my
somebody.
studies going down in Pennsylvania. I think Mouse is going to the game in Pennsylvania. I think it's too bad. It's too bad I have to work because that's the game. That's the game that I really want to go, but I can't go because I have to work. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's too bad.
So, Galvin, where is the game? I mean, which stadium is Chelsea
Philadelphia is
Real
like
Madrid?
three. It's about 3.5 hours away from me.
No, what's the stadium? What's the name of the stadium?
I don't remember the name, but I know it's 3.5 hours away from me.
So, I think it also hosted a WrestleMania in the past.
Yeah, you host a lot of games before. Yeah, it's just it's the reason why I couldn't go is just because I definitely have to work. I have to
Well,
work tomorrow.
thank you, Miss Molina.
I have to work Wednesday. I have to work Wednesday. Or I mean, I meant, and I have to work Thursday too. So yeah, other people already
Tomorrow,
booked.
I'm free like a bird tomorrow.
Yeah,
Partying like Ric Flair all night long, 3 days of celebration,
but
So yeah,
next
just can't
Thursday
wait.
though.
Just can't wait to get my life back in the way that I've been super occupied. So
Yeah, but
I need a break.
next Thursday I'm definitely I would definitely be there.
Maybe go to Edinburgh or Glasgow.
Yeah, next Thursday I will definitely be there. I have no I have no problem, man. No problem, no problem. Next Tuesday I'm there.
Yeah, next Thursday. So we'll do a post-game analysis as always.
But
So I'll have a new haircut,
yeah,
a new color,
I'm
a
waiting
new
on Miss
Jerry
Molina
C.
and Miles to tell me if they're gonna do the game on yeah, I see it, bro. I'm gonna put it in my phone as soon as the stream end. Yeah, I'm gonna and then I'll get contact with you. I'll link you up.
Jordan, just come, bro. Just come on the panel for 5 minutes. Let's have a conversation. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on them to see how the games go because
So, any other update on other clubs in the preseason? How is United doing? Other
now
clubs are doing.
we're looking for some news tomorrow because Enzo Fernandez is finally in camp. They haven't shown nothing. They haven't shown nothing outside of the camp yet, so none of us know what's going to happen. You know, so let
He'll
us see.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I pulled this up because Jordan is here in the chat, and I want him to see this. What his midfielder said. You know, with Liverpool because I can't believe he really said this. So he wasn't happy on the club, under the big mighty club. And is
What
this
did he say? What did he say,
not?
Gavin?
Oh, you can't see it. No, what he's saying is saying let me see. Let's see. After the preseason game win over Real Betis, the day after, say he's the happiest he's ever been under the new manager. He's saying that he's the happiest he ever been under this new manager. So I'm wondering,
Look,
you know, what
Gavin,
what happened? He wasn't happy on the club.
in my opinion, and a little bit experience so far I have in this world, I think we look. I'm not talking about you or anything. I'm saying we sometimes look too much into this statement. It's normal, right? Because he has to play with the new manager. Sometimes it is scripted, right? It is because I don't work with the media, but indirectly I work with the media, right? So it is very scripted. Many things are, to be very honest. You really have to say things. I'm not at all implying that he said something or someone told him to say anything like that. No, but many times people would say things. Of course, with the people they are working, they would like to be positive. It it does not necessarily mean that he was not happy with Klopp. It is more, in my opinion, the way I understand is giving his, you can say, go his word of confidence or his approval to the new manager. And also, he has to play now with the new manager. And Klopp himself said that now you have to support Slot. So, just like the Chelsea players, a lot of them singing praises for Mariska. Some, the way I look into that is some, okay, are really fascinated, correct. Some are told by the Chelsea media or any other club in that regard to say things like that, and some are saying they want to get the, the approval of the manager, and some of them who are saying we're unhappy with Pochettino, if that makes sense. So they are all sort of reasons for people to say. So it's very difficult to actually know until the player is saying something, or has said something on various platforms, and it's the same thing, and we have to look into the expression. So most of the times you really have to say, because I'm working, or some of the tasks that the people are doing over there, not necessarily they believe what they want to say, but they are saying that because that's what they have to say, if that makes any sense. So now more than ever, I think you really have to go with the flow, and say things, just because you have to, go with that set of, you can say, either it's the organization, the people. So it's difficult that you would say otherwise. There are a lot of, there are a lot of, there are very less people, not a lot. There are very few people who would say things to disrupt the situation, because if someone honestly says something, it's very easy to pick on them. So that's my take.
Yeah, and I think Mouse said he's gonna do the Chelsea. Oh, I put it up there. Yeah, the Chelsea and Club America and the Arsenal and Liverpool same time. So dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. I'll be there. I
So
will be
Gaurav,
I
after
will be there.
after Chelsea and Club America, we will do maybe a short post-match analysis on my stream, if you would be available at that time.
Oh, definitely. You know me, I'm always ready because I'm gonna be tuning in what's going on with the Liverpool and Arsenal game. 'Cause, I'm gonna have a representative there, so I'm gonna be there tuning in. I'm trying to take in all the preseason. I probably get some clip from Miss Melina and Mouse. If they don't get to go, I'll definitely see if I can get some clips for you guys to show you the atmosphere.
So Galvin, is Indefinite joining you for that game? Chelsea Madrid.
I'm not sure if he's going, so I'm gonna have to ask him if he's going.
You really have to meet him. Amazing guy, and
Oh yeah, if he's going there, I'm definitely.
you will definitely meet Indefinite, right? Definitely meet Indefinite.
Yeah,
So,
I probably
and
meet I probably see George Benson because George Benson is on the preseason tour.
yeah, George Benson. So, yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I can't wait. I can't wait. This. Yeah, George Benson gonna be gonna.
Okay. George Benson reminds me of B&H. B&H cigarette.
Jordan has said he don't want Steve Bruce in my.
Jordan, if you have time, you can go back at the very start of the stream and let's see what you have to say. I gave my opinion on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, I think, in detail, right, Galvan? Very
Yeah,
in detail, his whole journey. So I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would be amazing for Jamaica. And if you have time later, you can go and watch. It's just right at the start. My take on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I think, who, in my opinion, is a brilliant manager.
yep. I think so too. Yeah. Okay. No, no.
So, any update on Messi? I mean, is there? I mean, did he take any, or did he make any decision on his future? Did he announce his retirement?
Huh? What you say about
Lionel
Messi?
Messi, did he announce his retirement yet?
No, did he say he's gonna retire?
No, I'm just asking. Like, I was expecting that would be it for him. So, if he has not announced anything, so I'm assuming he would like to go to the USA and have a one last dance. But I think that won't be a brilliant idea, right? Just end it on a high. You won the Copa America twice. You won the World Cup. Yes, I mean Argentina it's a very good team, to be very honest, but I still don't think so. They will be the favorites. Perhaps in the top three, top four, they might be, but it will be a huge risk for Messi to go. Most likely, he will lose in the quarterfinal or something like that. And why do you want to have that as your last memory, right, Govan?
Yeah, yeah. I think that he's already won everything. So I definitely for me, it's the best way to go out. If he decide that he want to go out, I think this is the best way to go out. I definitely think that he should retire because he already won, both the World Cup and the Copa America twice. So it's a way to go out, go out with a glory, just like Usain Bolt. We retire while he's on top. I think Messi ain't gonna win another Ballon d'Or, so I think it's time for him to go. You know,
Some people are saying that Messi will win this year's Ballon d'Or. I think it's crazy, right?
oh, Miss Rosie asked me a question, so I need to answer. Yes, Miss Rosie, yes. You know, to be fair, she's a Liverpool fan and she going to the game. She's going to the Liverpool and Arsenal game. Imagine living in a Liverpool fan.
Wow, wow. I'm sure.
Honestly,
I'm sure that it must have been very interesting when Caicedo was linked with both Chelsea and Liverpool.
honestly, I was praying that Liverpool haven't win because if Liverpool win, it would be it would be something different. I don't want Liverpool down fall, man, but that's one of the main reasons why I can't afford Liverpool to win. You understand what I'm saying, Jersey, right?
Yes, 100%.
No way.
So, Govan, if you're still here, so let's then preview Chelsea Club America, right? So it's 2 days from now, exactly 2 days from now.
Let me start from the Arsenal.
Okay, sure,
So
absolutely, sir. Go ahead. Are you still there?
Oh, my bad. I don't know.
No, it's okay. It can happen. It can
I don't
happen.
know
It's
if you
normal.
see my hand touched the wrong thing and it kicked me out of the studio. um, I'm gonna say Arsenal 3, Liverpool maybe 1.
Really? Okay. You mean tomorrow?
Yeah, I think Arsenal gonna win about 3 goals to 1 on honestly. And then I think with the Chelsea game, um I think that Chelsea probably win about 2 goals, probably 2 goals. I think probably 2-0, 2-1. I think that the defensive line gonna be better because Maresca gonna install that they do better. I
So
think that
which formation do you think it's early? Which formation do you think he should apply? Is it 4-2-3-1? Play with the back three or 4-3-3? What do you think?
I think a 4-3-3 will be better for us, right now in this preseason. But if that's what he want to do, let him continue to do what he do, and then we will see from there. We'll see from there because I think that whatever he's doing in preseason, I think what we're seeing in the preseason game is not what they're doing in training. I think he's trying new stuff. I think that we're gonna see. No manager is gonna use preseason and show you, their tactics. I think that against the it's what I think against Man City for the first game, I definitely think we're gonna see something different.
So if he will use 4-3-3, which perhaps seems to be the uh, right now seems to be the formation in many people opinion, right?
Yeah.
So who, who will play in the middle, the three plays in your opinion? Will it be like Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia? So it won't then uh, allow for the new signings to start. What's your opinion?
Yeah, probably. I think I would say I don't. If he start tomorrow, Wednesday, that will show you that he's already gelling in. But I'm looking for Man City and Real Madrid. Most likely, where we're gonna see the most likely Caicedo. In the. I think he's using these players that really need the match fitness. If you notice in preseason, is most of the players that have a lot of injury last season. Those are the players that really get in the minutes under their belt. I think those are the players that he's really testing. So I definitely see that he probably go with the same starting 11 to build those players up. I think that's what he's doing right now because I think they're doing a lot of match, playing games behind closed door. We're not gonna really see the Maresca, way of playing until we the open day of the season. So that's why I'm being patient because if I'm the manager, I'm not gonna show my hands too early, and I think that's definitely what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so let's see what happens, especially with Reece James, his new role as an inverted, fullback. A lot of experiments. So yeah, I mean, it's uh, it's a little bit concerning, but let's see. Let's have this preseason to test the waters, to prepare, and then when it's the game time, 18th August, Chelsea, Man City, and of course that will be the first game. So most probably we might not win, probably draw that game, if not lose, and then from the next week, let's see how it all goes. So we don't want us to trail too much. Like last season under Pochettino, the first 10, 12 games, we were already 11th, 12th. And although we improved significantly after that, we were in the top four from Christmas to New Year. I mean, from Christmas to New Year, from Christmas till the end of the season. But if you trail or you lag, you're left behind, always catching up, then it's difficult. It's difficult in the Premier League. Arsenal, you can see, Arsenal had an amazing, amazing season, but one or two instances where they lost or dropped points that really hurt them eventually. So that is the, you can say, brutality or the toughness or the demands of the English Premier League. Jordan, are you coming on this stream on GFC Govan?
Oh no, me and Jordan message. We're gonna do a stream. We're gonna message and figure out when we're gonna do it. And I say to reject. So guys, we're gonna come to the end of the show because the 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 guy have to go get him some rest for 4 a.m. in the morning. So I really appreciate each and every one that come out today. Miss Rosie, Miss Melina, Chelsea Session, Jordan, Rich Moneymaker, Sir Bobby, Moss, the legendary himself, Blue Board analyst. So I want to thank you each and every one that come out tonight. It was a very interesting stream, to be honest. One of historical stream. We start from football to music, and we go all around and come back to football. And even movie. So that to show you that it was a very interesting stream tonight, and I really appreciate each and every one, that was in the chat tonight and the support. So thank you guys. And
From my bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all the niggas that be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good and bad thoughts on my mind, they be crowded. Pushing get past his limits, then he bought it. Family work hard, but I never guess I'm found it. Came a long way in my dream, now I be drowning. They dying out here, got some hearts pounded. Multi-talented, my passion, I haven't found it. Yeah, in my home, I was never ever doubted. I'm here from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own successful life. All the memories come flooding back, hit different. I've changed a lot, friends list got thinner. Ain't tripping about enemies, true and stay hidden. He was lurking, so we made sure he went missing. Told the fakers to leave, but they wouldn't listen, they faulty. Now they gotta watch me glisten, they ain't silent. Like some snakes, they stay hissing. Spreading words and rumors, they gon' keep dissing.
Yes, Gavin.
Successful life. All the memories come flooding back, hit different. I've changed a lot. Coming from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all the niggas that be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm writing my own sequel. Two-faced people all around, they be evil. 2021, you can never trust nobody. Good. Coming from a bad place, oh yeah. Tryna be a better me just for you. But it ain't easy, it's hard to get used to. Minding my own business, I'm not worried about what he do. Cause nowadays, all the niggas that be see-through. I always said this is that I'm staying around people. Finding my own path like I'm running.
yeah, thank you guys. Those are my little intro. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Miss Rosie, as always. And continue to send out those wonderful cake that you've been sharing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ty. Thank you. I really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. It was a great stream. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love this stream. I'm sorry I have to end it. I was trying to start this one earlier next time, so we can definitely go for. I'll do it on a weekend where we can get all night to do this because I really don't want to end the stream. But I have to get at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Peace.